Let's talk about the GC battle then. Simon Yates kept hold of the red jersey until Thursday's stage when Jesus Herrada got in a break, and the GC teams were happy for him to get away. Then on Saturday's steep ascent of Les Praieres, Yates pulled away from his rivals to win and take the jersey back. Currently, Yates 26 seconds ahead of Valverde, 33 ahead of Quintana. It's been a great battle between him and the Movistar pair, hasn't it? It's been worth watching in this race.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like yesterday's stage, Quintana and Valverde. You know, Quintana went off the front and Valverde kind of played it the best out of the two. But, you know, they're running out of days, really. And they still haven't, you know, Simon still looks the strongest of the three at the moment when it's really mattered. But, you know, they still got those two cards to play. We said since the start that Movistar, you know, this is their most important race of the year. They've got two great cards to play at some point now. At what point are they going to sacrifice for each other? We don't know yet whether that will happen or not. But at the moment, you know, I think we even saw Simon gesticulating quite a bit today to Nairo. We don't know what it was quite over, but there's clearly some frustration there, either about him attacking or chasing him down or not riding. We'll see how that pans out the next few days. But
quite animated, wasn't he? There's no love lost between the teams, are they? I mean, they've said Mitchelton Scott aren't doing enough. Movistar accusing them of that, and that arm waving today as well, Sean.
Yes, well, we did see that, and we didn't see exactly how it started out, but yeah, you could see that Yates was getting a little bit peed off with the Movistar guys, and yeah, Quintana, you know, we've seen him in this race already. You know, between himself and Lopez, it seems to be the Colombian battle there. It went a bit further today between Yates, the race leader, and Quintana. The interesting thing is, you know, today's stage was the big day, Lagos to Covadonga. We're expecting big gaps, but when you look at the general classification, it's still very tight at the top. The time trial is going to be of major importance, and you know, Yates is going to have to put up a real good time trial, which he's capable of doing.
Who's looking strongest, do you think, Brad, at the moment?
Well, I'd say at this stage Simon, but we said that at the Giro, didn't we, at this stage, and then look what happened. So
will that be on his mind, do you think? The fact that here we go again into week 3, I'm in the lead.
And I'm sure it'll be on the team's mind. He looks like he's been a little bit cleverer this time round. He hasn't been quite making the same sort of efforts he did at the Giro, you know, 15, 16 kilometres to go. There was too much emphasis on the Giro with the upcoming time trial with the likes of Chris Froome and Dumoulin to go up again. He'll probably be more confident with 26 seconds on a Valverde in the time trial and a Quintana. Perhaps not as good a time trialist as Dumoulin and Froome. So, you know, he's in the driving seat, but at the same time, he won't be taking anything for granted, and that will be on his mind, definitely, yeah.
Do you think Adam Yates is almost holding back to help his brother in the final week? Could that be something we might see?
Well, Adam is definitely getting better. We see him there today. He was sitting on that very small group, very selected group of big favourites. So he's getting better and coming into the race, because he was struggling majorly at the beginning of this race. But I think the interesting one at the moment is Kreiswick is, you know, very much in the race, 129 down, 32 kilometre time trial. Kreiswick could take a lot of that time back, so he could come into the equation as well. And you know, going into the final week, if he is very much up there, he could be a real danger man as well. So, you know, this race, it's very much to fight for between that top 4 guys in the overall standing.
Yeah, Lopez 43 seconds down. Uran is now 2 minutes 29 down. Could there be a left field challenger, do you think, that could get into the top 3 perhaps from out of nowhere?
There's always that opportunity. I mean, we saw the other day they were happy to give the jersey up to the Cofidis rider. I think they knew that he wouldn't last the next few days and that they would end up getting that back. But what that did cause was that kind of bit of a, you know, disagreement between Movistar and Mitchelton. There was a bit of poker going on there as to who was going to chase it down. There's always that opportunity, but I think this is it now. This is going to play out the last week. I think the top 3 will remain the top 3, just as to what order at this stage.
And of course, your tip was Valverde. He opted not to take that bonus sprint, the bonus for the sprint the other day, to take red, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've seen, you know, with the week coming up now, 20 seconds is nothing in the Vuelta. Bonuses on the finish line, you know. A big effort with a kilometre to go on a steep gradient, you could lose 20 seconds easy, plus a bonus. All of a sudden you've got 30-40 seconds. So, you know, there's all to play for. The margins are so small at 26 seconds, you could lose that in a heartbeat.